Hey, this is WebJudo1977 here, back in the Oasis once again, of course. And as you can read from the description, finally got one. The Miyoo Mini Plus. Before I open this up, I'm not going to go into the... There's the amber neck devices that come out because the Miyoo Mini, not Plus, just the Miyoo Mini, they ran out of screens. Then they got bigger screens and made the Miyoo Mini Pluses. These are pretty These are pretty available. These aren't going anywhere anytime soon, I don't think. But the comparable amber neck device is an RG35XX. And it's basically the same thing, only has twice as much RAM, which you don't really need because you can make the argument that the highest this is going to go is PS1. And I'm not even really concerned with playing the PS1 games. It's just kind of a bonus. The PS1 only has 2 megabytes of RAM, with an additional 1 megabyte being allocated to the video memory, which means 3 megabytes of RAM. This has got 128, so I mean, it's all you're going to need. So, with that in mind, the RG35XX, the comparable, has 256, which is twice as much. The other big difference is the RG35XX has a HDMI output, which again I'm not concerned with. I'm never going to plug this into a TV. Like, if you want to play emulation on your television, certainly there's better devices for that, such as a Raspberry Pi. My original Xbox have modded to play retro games. There's definitely better devices other than this plugging it into a television. But this has Wi-Fi, which the Amberneck RG3500 or 35XX does not have. So you can get game achievements, stuff like that, play online eventually with friends, and all that fun stuff. So the other one's the Amberneck RG353V, which has 2 gigabytes of RAM, but again, it's like almost as big as if not as big as a Game Boy. To me, that's not portable anymore. This is more portable, you know what I mean? So, but without further ado, let's get into the device here and see what we have. Alright, so we got, right off the bat here, we have instructions. We can pitch this. It's probably in several languages, I'm sure. You got your glass screen protector, and you got your 2-stage wipes to wipe the screen. You got your micro SD card reader, which is garbage. This is definitely going into garbage right after this video. It's junk. I would never use this if you value your SD cards. Here is this is the charger. Probably not going to use this either, but it's a decent cable. I can tell it's not bad. USB A to USB C. And I'm assuming the card is in the... Yeah, okay. Here's the card, which is also garbage. I definitely recommend tossing this. This is going to corrupt on you in no time, and you're going to have to get a new card anyway. For the sake of this video, I'm going to put it in the console. It's not going to hurt the console. It's just going to get corrupt eventually and fail on you, and you're going to have to get a new one anyway. But I'm going to show you what stock, if you were to go stock with this for now, which is what I'm going to do for now, until I do have a SanDisk 64 gigabyte that I'm going to be putting Onion OS, which I highly recommend doing. But let's see the device here. Very nice looking device. The top has the power button. Well, first of all, I went with the black, translucent black. The top has your power button. The right side has nothing. The left side has your volume rocker. Before it was on the Mini, it was a wheel. It was a volume wheel. You got your L and R buttons back here. Feel very responsive. Feels really good in the hand, honestly. These buttons, it feels like a premium doesn't feel like a junk, you know what I mean? On the bottom, you got your headphone jack, your micro SD card, and your USB-C charging port. A lot of people, when they first get this, they peel this screen right off, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until I want to put my glass screen protector on so it doesn't get a bunch of dust. But we're going to start it. I'm going to start it up here real quick, just briefly, so you can see what the stock OS looks like. And then when I get the Onion OS on there, of course, then then you can kind of do a comparison video. It'll kind of compare it to it later on, so, and show you what it looks like. So it boots right up pretty quick. It's Linux right now, by the looks of it. Onion OS might be a Linux-based system as well, but okay, that's as loud as it goes, which isn't too bad. I mean, you got headphones, so you got recent, which is going to be, your recent games. You got a favorites list, which you can add games to your favorites. Then you got game, and you got RetroArch. Let's check out what RetroArch. Okay, so RetroArch. Okay, so you got a few different options here in RetroArch. I think I needed to go into games. Let's see what this emulates right out of the box. You got your Famicom, which is Nintendo. Then you got your Game Boy, which is just two different. There's Game Boy, and Game Boy Color in that. Then you got Game Boy Advance. Then you got Master System, which is Mega Drive, which is Genesis. Then you got your Super Famicom, which is Super Nintendo, PS1, PC Engine, which is, of course, TurboGrafx 16. And you got Wondershare, which I haven't played much of, and then you got a PC Engine. Then you got Neo Geo Pocket, got Atari 2600, Atari 7800, Arcade, and you got FBN. I can't remember what that is. It's another arcade kind of thing. And you got FF Play, which I think is so you can put videos on it, like movies. And you got a MAME. Then you got MAME Plus, Neo Geo. Then you got Pico Drive and SMS Plus, whatever that is. But let's see. Let's go into Super Nintendo or Nintendo. It's got 6,076 titles. That's crazy. Let's get right into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I'm assuming this is going to be like the arcade version of it. Oh, never mind. This is regular Nintendo. What am I thinking? Tournament Fighters. It's all in Japanese. If you hit this button right here, it'll take you out. You can save your game or you can exit the game. Let's go do actual arcade. That's what I was looking for, actual arcade, and go to, let's see if we can find, it's got 75 in this. I think I need to go out to MAME. It's got 39. Again, I'm going to be putting all my own stuff on this, so. Okay. They're definitely not in alphabetical order either. That's the funny thing. But let's briefly do a game here. Trying to find one specifically. It's not seeming to work out too well. You could turn that music off as well, which I'm going to be doing, I'm sure. It's crazy. It's got a lot of games, I'll give it that. Okay, let's just go into this game right here. Was looking for a Mario game, but we'll go into this game. Okay, it seems louder now. That's cool. Let's skip the intro real quick. Just play a little bit of this game. Turtles in Time.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
It's got a pause, which is kind of weird. I guess this is the... I guess this isn't... So yeah, I mean, it works great. It's got a great screen on it. We'll go out of this. So yeah, tell me what everybody thinks. If you looking to buy one of these Miyoo Mini Pluses, what I didn't do, one thing I didn't do, is compare it to the Game Boy. Here's the Game Boy, so you can see just how small it is compared to the Game Boy. Definitely a lot smaller than the Game Boy. That Ambernick RG353V is pretty much the same size as this Game Boy, so I'll give you a comparison on how not portable it is compared to this device. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and until next time, I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.